What up, world? What up, me? This is Drewize. Come at like this. Drewize Topics. I want to talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers winning the title, the NBA title. You know? Okay. Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, and this time, they are not the Cleveland Cavaliers in the past. No, they're not. You know, this Cleveland Cavaliers team, they are making noise in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? They made history. The coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers made history. You know, they broke the 52 years of not winning no title. You know what I'm saying? Of that curse, you know? So, I look like this. You know, I'm not a fan of the Cleveland Cavaliers. True enough, I'm from Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? True enough. But I'm not a fan of Cleveland Cavaliers. No. I am a fan of the LA Lakers, you know what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Rick Fox, Terrell Lou, them guys, you know what I'm saying? So it's good that Cleveland finally got it, you know what I'm saying? Finally got it. It ain't making noise in the NBA. They letting the NBA know we ain't no pushovers. We ain't no chumps. You ain't gonna come and run us all over, you know what I'm saying? No, hell no, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying to me, what I'm saying, I'm not excited and I'm not pressed about it. You know what I'm saying? Regardless what anybody say, you know, regardless what the Cleveland folks say, regardless what the Akron folks say, you know what I'm saying? I'm not excited about it. I'm not pressed about it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not my team. That's not the team I'm a fan of. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know? But LeBron James, you know, he's like 31 or something like that, 31, you know, in his early 30s. Now he's not old as an old man, but he's old as a basketball player. He's not 18, he's not 19, he's not 20, 21, 22 in the NBA. You know, he's a vet, you know what I'm saying, a vet, you know. But see, eventually LeBron James gonna have to come off that court because them young guys that come out of college, you know, it's going to perform some moves that LeBron's not used to doing, you know what I'm saying, or guarding, you know. But everybody in Akron is not going to see that. Everybody in Cleveland is not going to see that, you know. Just like, for example, when Allen Iverson came to the league, you know what I'm saying, the NBA, and he went up against Michael Jordan, you know what I'm saying. Allen Iverson did some crossovers and jukes that Jordan wasn't used to guarding his opponent, you know what I'm saying. So Allen Iverson crossed Jordan, you know what I'm saying. Everybody, oh my God, Michael, wow. This kid from wherever he came from and named Allen Iverson came into the league, you know what I'm saying, did this. Michael Jordan was doing all them under the legs, dribbling and jukes and stuff like that. No. Allen Iverson run that to the lead of that juking and crossing over and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Magic Johnson didn't do that, you know? So, yeah. But LeBron James, he'll eventually go have to come off that court. You know what I'm saying? Because them young guys, you know what I'm saying, when they come in the NBA, they already got the thought like, I'm going to make a name for myself. I don't care if you LeBron James. I don't care if you Kevin Durant. I don't care if you Dwayne Wade. I don't care if you whoever in the NBA that been in longer as a vet. I'm coming in this league to make my name known and show you what I got. You old guys gonna have to get off this court because I'm here to embarrass you and run all over you. You know what I'm saying, for real. You know, guys like now is like Kyrie Irving, Stephen Curry, Tristan Thompson, and who else? What's that one guy's name? The one other dude that played with Stephen Curry, the other light-skinned dude. Them young guys, you know what I'm saying? So they're still fresh because they're young. You know what I'm saying? They're in their early 20s or something, you know? So, see, guys like this that still wants to play, is still fighting to stay on the court, is Tim Duncan. That man is approaching 40 years old. He need to come off that court, you know what I'm saying, but he's fighting and resisting not to come off the court, you know what I'm saying. But like I said, Cleveland Cavaliers, you know what I'm saying, they did it. You know what I'm saying? They finally did it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do it when Sean Kemp was on the team. They didn't do it when Mark Price was on the team. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? And Z, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You know, Cleveland Cavaliers is making noise in the NBA today. They saying to the league of the NBA, they said, we are not pushovers. We are not punks. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna just come in here and run all over us and have some man named LeBron James carry the whole team and stuff like that. No, you know what I'm saying? We coming in here with the new Cavaliers idea of playmaking and working together rather than some man carry the whole team. You know what I'm saying? And we got a good coach that our leader, our captain, respects. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James respect Terrell Lou because Terrell Lou is experienced being a NBA player that got rings behind him. You know what I'm saying? Come on. He didn't respect that one dude named the other coach. You know what I'm saying? He didn't respect him. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James got more respect now for the man named Terrell Lou. That coach, you know what I'm saying? He got respect for him. You know what I'm saying? For real. Terrell Lou got rings behind him. You know what I'm saying? But what the NBA is not mentioning like that or trying to put on blast of the man in this time that got more rings than Dwayne Wade, more rings than Kobe Bryant, more rings than Terrell Lou, more rings than LeBron James is the man that used to play for LA Lakers, the Spurs, and other teams. His name was Robert Ory. He got like seven or eight rings. Come on. If you want to go back in history, real back, who's that one guy with the Boston got 11 rings? His name was Bill Russell, I think, you know. But yeah. But Cleveland Cavaliers, they finally done it. They finally broke that curse. And they was talking about, they thinking about getting DeMarcus Cousins, that from the Sacramento Kings, you know, talk about getting him. I think that's a good thing to do. You know what I'm saying? I think he played like power forward or center or something like that. You know, so that'd be a good replacement for Kevin Love. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know, and they want to post on Facebook about Dwayne Wade coming to Cleveland. I said they taking it too far. They taking it too far. You know what I'm saying? That's they take it too far. But it can happen. You know what I'm saying? It can happen. If Shaq could come to Cleveland, you know what I'm saying, at one time, Dwayne Wade may come. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. But Shaq, he came to Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Because he was on his way out the NBA. That's why. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? Cleveland Cavaliers, you know what I'm saying? They making noise in the NBA. They letting the world know, the NBA league, say we ain't no pushovers. We ain't no chumps. We ain't no suckers, man. We ain't gonna just run all over us. No, we making noise now. You know what I'm saying? So, Golden State, you know what I'm saying? They may come back like, oh, we remember Cleveland? Cleveland? We gonna let Cleveland do this to us? We gonna let Cleveland? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I mean, Cleveland is hot. They've been what? Number one, number two in the East, number one or something like that? Come on. You know, 2 times. You know? So, that's a sign that Cleveland is it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I love Cleveland. I love Cleveland. That's my native city I was born in. But I don't have to be a fan of Cleveland Cavaliers. You know what I'm saying? This is real. You know what I'm saying? This is real. You know, there's no law saying I have to be a fan of the Cleveland Cavaliers. If I'm not a fan, I'll be put in jail. Ain't no law about that. There's people in Cleveland right now. They are a fan of Oklahoma Thunder. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Cleveland. I'm a fan of LA Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Come on, you know? Cleveland got a championship now. Cleveland got a title, NBA. Cleveland got hockey, a title. You know what I'm saying? Hockey got a title in Cleveland, the Monsters. You know what I'm saying? Now we got to wait on the Cleveland Indians and the Browns. I see in the Indians doing something. I don't see the Browns, you know what I'm saying, shaping up. So, yeah, you know, Right now, I don't see the Browns shaping up, but yeah. But Cleveland Cavaliers, you know what I'm saying, they done it. You know, they champs. But let's see if they do it next season. You know what I'm saying? When they start playing, you know, in October with the preseason, then to the regular season or something. You know what I'm saying? October, November. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what they gonna do. Let's see if they can do it again. You know what I'm saying? That's the test. Let's see if Cleveland Cavaliers can do it again. That is the test. You know what I'm saying? If they do it again, oh, Cleveland really hot. If they do it again after that, oh, they jumping. You know what I'm saying? For real. For real. That's that. Drewize Topics. I am Drewize. You know, you can post a comment about what I just said or not. If you like to, on your own free will. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe. I am Drewize. This is Drewize Topics. Peace.